What is it do you like about Coke?
I love the smell of it.
It's raw. It's raw every goddamn year.
Yes,
Lord.
Serving raw, goddamn it.
Subscribe to Serving It Raw and let's keep it
all the way funky, uncut, raw. Serving it raw just like my boy Gutter Kane.
Yes, Lord. You know, tapped into Serving the Raw podcast where we let the conversation flow. I'm your host, Gutter Kane, the Gutter Man. And today I'm thrilled to introduce an incredible guest. This talented woman is not just a singer, but also a songwriter who first captured our hearts as the lead vocalist of the 90s R&B group Nuttin Nyce. She later took the music scene by storm with her solo hit, Crazy For You, which climbed into the top 40 of the U.S. R&B chart back in 1998. I want everybody to help welcome to Serving It Raw, Miss Eboni Foster. How you doing?
I am blessed. How are you?
Oh, I'm lovely, lovely. I know this has been a long time coming. I know we've been trying to get this for weeks. I've been back and forth.
For a minute now, yeah.
Yes, but luckily, we can get this done and give you the flowers and especially let the newer generation know the contributions to not only hip hop but the R&B scene that you were able to accomplish and give us.
Thank you.
Oh, most definitely. So I want to start first is, where are you from originally?
I am from California.
Sacramento?
I was born in Sacramento and then I moved to the Bay.
Okay.
So basically like Northern California.
Okay, got it. Now, how did your initial participation in the local talent show shape your musical journey? Because that was the first thing that you kind of did musically. You was in a talent show.
I was in a talent show. I did a lot of recording as well with people in Sacramento, namely Robert Brookings and Jay Lincoln. God rest both of their souls. It's been like a while, but they're resting up in heaven. And those are the people that I recorded with when I was really young, like anywhere from like 10 to 12.
Okay. And then you went on.
I definitely did talent shows, and I was on, is it Hot 97 with Chewy Gomez?
Oh yeah. You talking about in the New York Hot 97?
In the Bay Area. In the Bay.
In the Bay? Okay.
It might be 102.5. I can't remember. It's been a while. Long time.
Now what led to you actually being in the group Nuttin Nyce? Because I know originally it was already a group together, and then you became a part of that.
Absolutely. So my aunt, Tamika Foster, who married Usher, she was really deep into the music scene and in the entertainment scene. And she had me doing a lot of demo work with a group called Portrait. And a lot of people heard the demo work that I had done. And that's how it was. Also with a group called 5 a.m. One of my auntie's good friends named Danielle. She was in the group, and I demoed some work with them, and again, Portrait. And when I did that, technology isn't like it is now, so they just heard it. And when they heard it, they had me sing, like live on the phone, like speakerphone. And then they sent for me to come out to New York from there.
Okay.
And that's where it went. It went kind of fast from there.
Oh, all right. Now, how did your experience with being in Nuttin Nyce aid your growth as a solo performer?
It gave me a lot more patience and just learning how to work with a lot of different people, and women especially, because it was a female group. So definitely.
Now, looking back on your choice to leave Nuttin Nyce, what influenced that perspective?
I never wanted to be in a group per se. I never even had that thought until it became an idea that was brought to me. I was
Mhm.
always the solo artist, so it was really nothing to basically veer off on my own. It just kind of made me a little stronger to do that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Now, your after your solo, you were actually one of the ones that was able to do collaborations with the prominent artist Tupac Shakur before his untimely passing. So, how
But
did that
yeah.
affect your career trajectory?
hmm Well, it gave a lot to it because he was such an inspiring individual. He was very misunderstood, and I was actually supposed to be um, one of his first solo R&B acts on Machiavelli before he passed.
Oh, damn. Which I did hear that as well.
Yeah,
Okay, because you see, you were
yeah,
on Can't Get Away. You were
yeah.
also on
Heavy in the
yes,
Game with him
yeah,
and
Heavy in the
Richie
Game.
Rich and Lady Levi.
Yes.
hmm
And then you were able to be on All Eyes on Me, which was rather be Nigga, but I know they actually put in the. I know when you look in the booklet, it's spelled Ebony wrong. They spelled it with the Y instead of an I.
Yeah, I did a lot more vocals than just that too. There were a lot of vocals that were taken off of a lot of music that he had because he had passed away. So people kind of did what they wanted to do with it.
Okay. How was it like working with him in the studio?
He was a perfectionist. It was always fun, but he was definitely a perfectionist. And he would tease me when I would have to do more than one take. If we'd have to like redo it or punch me or something like that, he would, oh, we gotta, punch now, oh, I kind of thought he was more one take artist. He was funny like that, but he
Um,
was fun. Definitely keep you on your toes.
I could see that. I mean, everybody says that he was a perfectionist and try to, get in there and knock him out real quick. Go move on to the next song.
But
So
yeah.
now back to
Yep.
your back to your debut album. What themes and
Mhm.
musical influences were you trying to present in your debut album? Just what you want.
I can't really say that I was looking towards anyone because a lot of the music that I did, um, I was searching for a label at the time. So there
Mhm.
was a lot of work that was being brought to me that I ended up demoing, and that's how the album came about. It wasn't like it was songs that were set aside and I had like particular producers that I worked with. It was just people who submitted songs, and there were some people that I worked with, but majority of them were just songs that we looked through. So I did like close to 30 songs in 3 weeks.
Damn. Do you think that album? I mean, did that album turn out the way you wanted it to?
It turned out the way I wanted it to. It just didn't get marketed the way I wanted it to.
Gotcha. What do you think they could have done better?
Marketed it correctly. So it could have done the things that it was supposed to.
Well, no, I guess I'm more speaking like the singles that were used. Do you feel like those were proper singles? Do you think they should have chose something else? I mean, because you had what Crazy for You and
I would have
everything you
chose
do.
another.
Say it again.
I would have chose other ones if I had the choice. I would have. I think there were other songs that would have did a lot better to me. You
Okay.
know, but obviously people thought different, so it worked out
Okay.
that way.
Okay. What single? What single would you have chosen?
Um, Probably Sweet Valley or Just What You Want title track.
Okay. Now, given the mixed success of your singles, then what do you believe were the
Mhm.
main factors that led to the popularity of Crazy for You?
It was poppy, and I think that the producer Steve Huff, who is Avant and Kiki Wyatt's producers, he
Uh,
actually Kiki had actually did the single "Crazy for You" first.
okay.
Yep, she demoed it first.
Which one do you think was better?
That girl.
Crazy. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that girl got some pipes on her. She can sing. She
Yeah,
sang.
yeah. So she can sing.
Yeah, she
Which song do
sang.
you think was better, "Crazy for You" or "Everything You Do"?
Probably crazy for you. It's a poppy song, but you can't just like put it on and not know how to sing and sing that song. You gotta know how to sing.
That is true. That is true. So, what other musical journey did you go through after your debut?
I put like an EP out, but I end up letting it flop because I didn't want to work with the people who we were working with to do the album or to do the project. So
Mhm.
it got canned. But on side of that, I worked with a lot of people since my project. I worked with DJ Quick and who else? EA Ski. Um, I know so many people. I have to just jar like my memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been a lot of different people that I've worked with. Actually, after I left Nuttin Nyce, I worked with Teddy Riley. We were I was gonna be in another group that he put together.
Ah,
Hmm.
who's that? Who's all going to be in that one?
And
You remember?
I forget the girls' names, but he actually put them out, and I did my solo project.
Got it. Got it. And see, I know
Hmm.
you, and so I know you're still doing music today because you were able to hook up with D Shot.
Yeah, I always work with him.
Yeah, so
Did some stuff with 40 as well, his brother. But Shot, he always calls me to do different stuff. And a lot of the times he has a lot of different good melodic ideas. So I'm always down to go work with him.
I listened to his album today, actually, the new one that you're on, and
Oh,
so
did you?
yeah,
He
and I
did
was
so
like,
many songs with Shot. I forgot. My son pulled some stuff up from like '09 that I did with him. I was like, that's a really nice song. I forgot I did that song with him.
yeah, you got a lovely voice. Like I can like when you talk about like you or like um, it's just a few of y'all like. So I can see why Pac was like, okay, I'm gonna keep working, with her, and I'm gonna keep working with her and stuff like that because y'all were an epitome when it comes to like vocals. Like Nancy Fletcher
Yeah.
and and it's somebody else I'm thinking about, Natasha Walker, and a lot of ones he used for a lot of his vocals for his choruses. And
Hmm.
you were one of those people as well, Jewels, rest in peace. So
Yeah. Jewel could sing her butt off. I used to talk to her on a frequent basis on the phone. And he wanted to work with me because he did the Mac Mall video, and that was one of the first songs that I did as well.
oh yeah, that's right.
Mall,
Ghetto
Mac
thing.
Mall. Pac was in the video. And Ghetto Thing.
Yeah.
So
I feel you. Imagine being a young cat in high school. You got a record out, and it's a cool record, and then you got like the hottest rapper in the world telling you like he gonna do the video for you, and you going to school telling your friends that. I mean, people couldn't believe me.
he starred in the video, he directed it or something. He did a lot with it, you know. But he had a lot of Bay Area love and a lot of Bay Area influences. That's why it was just a trip, really, when I saw like the movie. It didn't cover a lot of different things. Like him and Richie Rich were like this, so it was a trip that they didn't have a part with him in there. You know what I mean? They were really
Yeah.
close, so it was a trip. I just looked like it kind of bypassed the Bay Area. That was odd to me,
Yeah,
but
which I'm like, I don't know how you. I think what this is. I felt like they should have broke it up into at least two or three movies.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There was so much more to him than what they showed.
Yeah. I think if they would have broke it up in at least 2 or 3 movies, then they could have. That's why I felt like it actually probably shouldn't have been a movie. I felt like it should have been a TV show,
A
probably,
series, huh?
or a series, yeah, like a mini
Hmm.
series. And then I think they
Yeah.
should have focused on his earlier teenage, time, and then they probably could have combined um the prison and the Marin City part, so the Bay and those
Hmm.
aspects together, and then Death Row, the ending part, probably the Death Row part could have just been on its own. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I think they should have broke it up into 3 parts. I mean, he had so much going on, that it was yeah. I don't know how you leave out Richie Rich. I don't really know how you leave out Ray Love, like, like
Salute.
yeah, those people. So
Mental
and
as well.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I don't even remember Thug Life even being in there at all either. Like Psych, like how you leave out Psych,
Yeah.
like those people.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Totally. There's so many different aspects that were just, kind of washed away where they don't, it's like they didn't even exist.
Hello, this is Eboni Foster coming to you singing Whitney Houston's rendition of I Love the Lord. She was my mentor, my icon, and the sole purpose of me wanting to sing, so here it goes. I love the Lord. He heard my crying and pity every groan. Long as I live and troubles arise, I am hasten to his throne. Oh, I love the Lord. I sure do. I surely do love the Lord. He heard my cry, and a pity on the groan. Yes, it did. Everyone, long as I live, long as I live, and troubles rise, I am hasten to I'm hasten to his throne. Lord, oh Lord, yeah. And I'm hasten to his throne. Yes, I will. I'll run. I know I can go to his throne. I know I can go. I'm hasten. I'm gonna run. I'm hasten to. I said I'm gonna run. Lord, you know I will. When there's nowhere to go, I know I can go to him. I know I can run to Jesus. No. And I'm hasten to his throne. Yeah. I hasten to his throne. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love you, Whitney.
Well, let me ask you a question. Dealing with your career, what do you think you would have done differently? Or do you think, hey, it happened the way it happened? Or do you think you would
I
have?
think it happened the way it happened. I stepped away. It wasn't like, I was washed away.
Mhm.
I wanted to, the industry is it's a beast in itself. It really is. When you're grounded like me though, it's kind of difficult to lose yourself in something like that. So you would have to step away. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Was it like not fun at all? Like, what?
Oh, it's always exciting and fun. Always. Always a joyous like experience, especially like touring and doing shows and meeting people that, make your brand what it is.
Yeah.
Well, in my time, it's a lot different because I was never an influencer. I don't know how to get like likes and followers and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. The people that really enjoy my music as like me. When I enjoyed people's music, I would travel to see them. And that's, how it is now or how it was for me with my career, you know?
Hmm.
Like had fan letters where people put a piece of paper and a pen together or a pencil, and wrote you.
And I think what you miss. When I ain't gonna say miss that, but was that so much of a transition from those things to bringing in the technology that you just fell out of love with it?
Well, it wasn't that I fell out of love with it. It's just that you can be whatever you want when you can just like a picture and then you're number one for liking it. You get a million likes or something like that.
Okay.
It's nothing like it's a little fictitious, if you will. You know, everybody's a star on Instagram and Facebook and
I got you.
all these other social medias and platforms. Don't really even have to have a for real talent. You can make it seem like you do.
Damn. You know, I understand exactly what you're saying because I feel like
Mhm.
I have no issue with technology. Obviously, I'm a podcaster, so but
Right. Oh no, I don't have an issue with it either like that. But they're like, it's catch 22s.
yeah,
We being real,
I
we're gonna
feel
be real.
the surprise and the excitement that you used to get going to an actual store and
Yeah.
giving the cashier $10 and getting that CD and busting the pack open and pulling out the
Yeah.
booklet and looking in there and reading who produced this and who's on this song and and the thank yous and reading
Absolutely.
it. Yeah,
The
it's not the
credits,
same. Yeah.
all that stuff. Like went to like Tower Records a long time ago when there was a record store.
Hmm.
We would go to look for different albums. Like I didn't even know what songs I would be on when I would do different music with artists like Pac and stuff like that. We did so many songs I would have to go to the store and find out which ones are on there and which ones aren't.
Okay. So okay, well let me ask you a question. So okay, so when you did your album or your debut, do they pick
Hmm.
the songs or do you pick the songs?
We collaborated together and picked them.
Okay. So what is your top five favorite rappers or singers, dead or alive?
Hmm. Now that's a good question. Right now, I like Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Underrated on her pipes.
Man, that girl right there. Um, who else do I like? Um, I like E40.
Oh, of course.
Uh-huh. Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
I like SZA.
Oh, damn.
I
Okay.
like her. Um, Let me see. Who else do I like?
I think you got one
I
more.
like Summer. Look, Summer Walker. I like her too.
Oh, I think somebody else might have said her that I interviewed as well, but she's another person that does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Summer Walker. Yeah, I think that's five. Hold on. 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that was one.
Yep.
Now,
But I
in
love everybody though. I like the DLC. I like Ice Cube. I like Too Short. I mean, the list goes on and on. Good music is good music. I
I
like Lil
know.
Wayne. He is nuts, but I like him.
I want to hear what Wayne got coming out now. I think he's supposed to drop another Carter.
I do too.
But yeah,
I heard that too. I want to hear it.
yeah. Kendrick is one person I think we need to start including in that top 10. Yeah, he started.
I just said I like Kendrick.
Yeah. In what ways could your journey inspire young artists though, facing some of the challenge of the music industry today? So some of the things that you dealt with, how could your story inspire them to?
Well, times are so different. My journey would never be like anybody else's today, you know? It's so technology driven until it's not the same. I can just tell everybody that is really into it and that really wants to do it, keep doing it.
Okay.
And you will get that break because it's so easy for you to blow up now. All you got to do is stay on screens like this and you'll win.
What do you think would want to? What would you say would be is your biggest? I wouldn't say regret, but probably biggest mistake.
Um, mm, Probably company you keep. That's why I don't have any company anymore. I'm not a good judge of character. My picker is broke.
So was it? Hold on, is it still broke or?
No, it was. It was.
Okay.
I really don't associate with too many people anymore. I just deal with family members majority of the time. I have a very big family, so that's not hard to do. I have a lot of young cousins, old cousins, just big family. So that's who I majority time deal with. It's my family.
I understand that. Yeah, what made me ask that question was I saw an interview with Denzel and he said that one role that he was offered that he turned down that he regret that he turned it down was the movie Seven, with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to play Brad Pitt's character.
Oh,
Yep, and he turned down the role. I
that
can't
was a
think of
good
what role.
movie.
I know. I was like, damn. Like if him and Morgan Freeman
That
was
would have been different
good.
if he was. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what made me ask that question. I was wondering, did an opportunity come across to you that maybe you kind of be like, damn, I regret I turned it down.
No, nothing that I can think of.
Okay, yeah, because I
I
know
have
you
some
had.
more nice, wonderful things coming up. So,
Well, I would have loved to hear you on Machiavelli Records because I know, like, you being the first R&B act, and then I know he was looking at signing like Smooth, Greg Nice and Smooth, and uh,
hmm.
um, shit, Big Daddy Kane, like, so I just,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that would have been nice. He still had the Outlaws,
It would
Stormy
have been
going.
definitely. Well, we were gonna do the song "Can You Get Away Over," but I was gonna do the verses, and he was gonna do the hook, and that was his idea.
Oh damn!
Hmm.
All
He had
right.
some really good ideas. He was crazy with the ideas. He had so many of them. He was just a very talented and a very like just magical individual. He was very special. Very.
So, what fresh career paths are you considering these days?
Well, I'm doing a lot of stuff overseas, and I'm doing like Portugal, the UK, Africa. So I'm making a lot of different
Oh, okay.
changes, but more, overseas and out of the country.
Okay. You still putting out any music?
It's a
You
whole
got
nother
any?
market out there. Oh yeah, I'm working on some new stuff right now. I have a song actually that I'm gonna send to you when we're done with this interview. I'm doing um like an EP, Afro beats,
Okay.
island music. Nice,
Yes, yes. Well,
beautiful.
well, like I told you, this is always a safe space. I'm not gonna hold you. I want to thank you first of all for even taking the time to even to sit down with me and do this. We will always be locked in. So anytime you need me or my platform, it is available to you.
Oh, I will definitely be shooting you some new stuff, some new snippets of different little videos and everything, so you can definitely put them on your situation here. And
Cool.
I will be in touch and let you know what all I have going on. Or one of my other favorite rappers is my brother, Rick Moss. He
Oh,
was in my video. He
Rick
is
Ross.
very, very good.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, my ears always. I be trying to find new artists and stuff like that. So yeah, so
I'll
anything you
send
want.
you some stuff.
Okay, please do.
I definitely will.
Alrighty. Well, I want to thank my viewers and listeners for checking out another episode of Serving the Raw. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you subscribe to our podcast and all the streaming platforms and leave us a review. We'll be back next week with another great episode. And in the meantime, I want everybody to have a great week. And I want to thank
Uh,
you again, Ebony, for for taking the time to do
I
this.
thank you. It was wonderful sharing this experience with you.
Most
Thank you for
definitely.
having me.
Oh, anytime. Like I say, anytime. And I also want to give you your flowers and thank you for all your hip hop and R&B contributions. So I want
Well,
y'all
I
to
thank you. I tried to keep everything about me. I didn't want to turn it into the gossip mill.
I understand that, but I wanted to make this more about you than the people that you have worked, with per se.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because like I said, your debut album, as well as the time that you spent with Nuttin Nyce and that contribution, especially Nuttin Nyce. That's one of those y'all kind of had that escape, that around that time like that escape with the boots, that time
Oh
frame.
yeah, the
Y'all represented for the
TLC.
90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. We had a lot of fun, a lot of nice experiences. We met a lot of people and made a lot of different connections and networked a lot, you know?
Yeah. Well, hey, every little bit is what has made hip hop what it is, and R&B, every little grain of salt. So,
Well, I
and,
thank you for sharing this experience with me and
what
giving
makes
me flowers. I'm giving you yours as well.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it, and I hope I can link up with some other, veteran artists as well and put their
Hmm.
journey on the spotlight.
Without a doubt.
Well, I want you to have a good
And
night.
if you need me for anything, you let me know because I'm
Oh,
here.
well, we're doing this again.
Oh yeah.
Yes, most
I'm
definitely.
gonna look, we gonna do one while I'm doing my video when I'm on one of them islands.
Yes. Yes.
Just make sure the coke fire. Told the jeweler cut some links and bring the gold.